Potions. If I use the create mod, I can automate quite a few potions. One or two of these potions will be used for the next mega project, but you know, that's for a later date. If I can automate some of the helpful potions, as well as the backpack upgrade that lets you automatically use them, I could then sell these potions to the other members of the server for profit, you know, like get some money. Stop being poor. And I could even sell these potions out of an RV. Welcome back to Recreate, everybody. If you missed the last episode, we built this giant factory, and in today's episode, as I stated in the intro, I'm going to be putting all of the potions, a large amount of useful potions into this building. I guess they'll be automated. We'll need that spawner in a little bit, but before we get to why we need that spawner, let's come upstairs and I'll show you everything new that is up here. So in the last episode, all we had was the andesite farm. I have added a whole bunch of different things here to automate a large variety of create mod stuff. If we take a look at this board over here, we are making andesite, we're making, I don't need that, gearboxes, we're making vaults, that's probably it, and the copper sheets. Yeah, it's not much, but it is helpful to have these items automated now, and on this board is where we will automate these 8 potions. Now, the way this video is going to be structured is I will work through each and every potion in its own chapter. So go down there and check on the chapters, and if you see a potion that you want to watch, skip to that, or just watch all the way through. But with that out of the way, why don't I just get into explaining how we're going to do each and every one of these. Golden carrots, pretty easy. We get the gold from our farm down there. We get carrots from a farm we'll install. The red ones I'll get back to in a second. Fire as magma cream. This is probably the hardest one. Blaze powder, easy to get. Slime balls could be easier, but since we can bulk color dough into slime balls, this will be pretty easy. Speed, sugar. Yes, sugar. Healing is a shiny melon, or a glycering melon, as some would say, which again is gold plus melon. Harming, we'll get back to that. Strength is blaze powder, which we get through crushing scoria right here. And poison is a spider eye, which we needed the spider spawner down there. Now, these 2 red ones both require fermented spider eyes, the invis and the harming, which are very important to this future project. And invis is just a fermented spider eye plus night vision to get invis, and harming is just a fermented spider eye plus healing for harming, or a fermented spider eye plus poison for harming. So we need fermented spider eyes, and these 2 require other potions pumped in to make them. Well, since there's not really an order here, I'm going to just go ahead and start with night vision. This is probably the easiest one. Oh wait, before we do that, actually, I want to get the advanced alchemy upgrade, which requires this. So I'm going to get that. I'll be right back, and we'll go ahead and get the golden carrot and night vision potion thing set up. Wait a minute. Before we can do that, nether wart. You know, I missed this. I forgot this. I forgot to add the nether wart. That's a huge awkward nether wart. I have dye, but whatever. Before we can do anything, we have to mix nether wart into our water to make awkward potions, and this requires a blaze burner, powered, right? And the easiest way to automate that is with this giant lava tank over here. We just pump some lava into these blaze burners. Maybe it's a whole wall over here. I'm thinking that this wall is actually the fluid tank storage wall. So let me go up the copper sheets to 10 so we can start crafting those, as well as I'm going to pull 10 stacks of vaults just so we can have, not vaults, barrels. I'll pull all of these and we'll start setting up tanks. I'll get my alchemy upgrade and I'll be ready to start with the automation. This is the nether wart. Well, actually, it's awkward potion maker, but yeah, it's not hooked up yet. Let me show you around here, because I did kind of a hard cut there without explaining too much of what I was doing. So this is the nether wart mixer, or the awkward potion maker. We have the blaze burner powered by the lava over here, and then just water from the side, as well as a frog port that's potion 1. There will also be another output on this side so that I can send ingredients to another set of mixers, just like right here, to make it more efficient. And then over here is the nether wart farm. The other 4 harvester layers are for some of the other ingredients that we need, like the carrots and the sugar and the magma cream, since all of those have ingredients that require something farmed over there. Now, before I hook this up, well, actually, let's just hook this up together, and then I will put a gauge for automating the awkward potion. Well, that would be the wrong way. Awkward potion, 1750. Yep. Now, this is potion 1. I want to put a filter on that so that it always spits out nether warts only. And we can go ahead and... It was nice having these ladders here, but this is where the potion stuff is going to go. So nether wart is being monitored. Let's move this over here. Can we monitor fluids? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we can monitor fluids. So I actually don't know how we're going to do this now. I just thought about this. If we go to the gauge, I don't think there's a way to monitor fluids with everything that we have installed. I'm not seeing, that's not fluids. None of this is fluids. None of this is, that's automated crafting. And then this is redstone stuff. So I guess we'll just keep sending it nether wart for now. Oh, I didn't think about this. How are we going to monitor the rate or the amount of potions we have in the tank? I don't know if threshold switches work on fluid stuff. Okay, now my ponder isn't working. Oh my gosh. Can I please? There we go. Threshold switches work on chests. Oh, there it is. Fluid buffers can also be monitored in a similar fashion. So maybe we have to do some logic where the fluid buffer is being monitored by the threshold switch, and that is sending out a redstone signal on here, and we can use, I think the gauges can... There's a logic gauge, integer comparator. I would rather just use the simple stuff. Okay, the redstone was the last one. Accepts redstone in display. Redstone links will be powered when the stock is the level or target amount. In receiver mode, links can stop the gauge from sending requests. Yes, that's all we need. Okay, so that's what we'll do. I need to make a bunch of threshold switches since I don't have any. I don't have any of this stuff. It's only like 9 threshold switches because there's 8 potions and awkward potion. But anyway, let's just demonstrate how this will work for now. All right, so I send a pulse to this thing. It farms up the nether wart. The nether wart goes in the system, and the nether wart gets a signal from that to become a package, and it won't come here. It'll go straight to that frog port right there. And once it's in the frog port, it will be making the awkward potion. Easy. Nice and easy. Just like that. Okay, I put that in the wrong place. It goes in here. There we go. And then this will fill up with awkward potion from here on out. All right, that is the first sign done. Next, we will be doing the night vision. Now, night vision is a little bit of an interesting one here because we can automate golden carrots. We can take gold and carrots and pass it through a automated... Nope, where is it? Right here. We can pass it through a automated shape crafting or villager trading, but we're just going to do shape crafting because that's what's easier here. And a crafting setup looks exactly like this right here. So we could just send it to one of these. I think one of these is crafting one. Okay, crafting and vault craft. I don't know why they're named differently, but we can still use them at the same time. The only issue is if we are creating a bunch of other stuff, these things kind of get overloaded. So we might just make a separate one for potions because there's definitely going to be other ingredients that we need. But first, we need carrots, and I've already gotten this one planned out just a little bit. Carrots and dirt and wheat seed, since I will need wheat in a little bit of time here. This next layer will be carrots and wheat, as well as the next 3 layers. So this one, and this one will all be wheat layers, just like this. And then I'll do the same thing above here with a single water in the middle to water everything. Okay, you know what? This is getting really frustrating how much stuff I have in my inventory. And then the carrots will go in a line, you know, the carrot wheat line, just to have both of those ingredients being fed into this vault here. But I think I need to set up the threshold switch to be making this and controlling that, and then I can set up the carrot thing. And once the carrots are automated, I will show you how I automate the golden carrots and the night vision. Okay, everybody, we're going to test this system to see if it works together, since, you know, you're here with me, I'm here with you, we're doing this together. All right, so on this threshold switch, it's set to anything below 161, it's off. Anything above 161, it turns on, all the way up to 160, what, 3? Something like that. So that signal is off currently. And if that signal were to come on, it would power this gauge. And when this gauge gets powered, it stops sending nether wart to that thing. So now if we set this at a target of 10, doesn't really matter what we send this to, it will send nether wart over to this frog port right here. See, here it comes. It's going to come around very slowly, and it is making a potion, right? And then we should see this thing turn on very soon here. Yep, that turns on. And so this should be stopping sending. Now, why is this not working? Like, I should see a red line. Like, this should be powered out. Since this is on, that's super weird. Right? I'm not losing my mind, right? This is how this works, correct? Yeah, in here, it says that adding a new connection from the UI, the gauge, whatever. And then when it's in receiver mode, links can stop the gauge from sending requests. It's in receiver mode. It's being powered. This should be able to stop this from sending. I want to put this up at a stack just because. Okay, I'm going to work this out and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I fixed it. Not sure what was the issue there. I just deleted it and put it back and now it's working. So this is working. All I have to do to make more is just up this threshold here, because right now we're at 171. This is above. We move this above 171. Let's say 214. Correct? This is how this works, please. And we move this up to be like close, like that, right? Yeah, something like that. Now we should see a bunch of... Oh my gosh, this is supposed to turn off. Why is this not updating? There is no signal coming from here. Why are you still angry? You shouldn't be angry still. Why are you angry? Is this like a latch? Because it still has the red on it. That'd be an awful feature if that's the way this works. I think that's how it works. I think it's a latch. Okay, well, I thought I figured it out, but that's awful. It should be... Yeah, I might need to test this in a creative world because this is not... this is not right. This shouldn't be working like this. So then how do you get it to be unpowered? Does it even say in receiver mode, links can stop the gauge from sending requests. Display links can provide a status overview of connected gauges. Nothing helpful here. Okay, this... And then watch. If I delete all of this and I put this back in, connect it back up with this, that's off. Yep. Yeah. And I set this to 10. So it's just going to make, well, a missing ingredient. Oh, there you go. Now you're happy, right? Yeah, you should be making the potion. And then when it hits that, it'll do that. Okay, you know what? We're going to test this. Okay, because if this is not how I thought this works, we will have to think of something else. And I need a network. Okay, well, I'm trying to connect this to the redstone link and it is just not working. Maybe... Oh, this is really weird. I can't connect it to anything. Can I connect it to another gauge? Yeah, I can. So if I go to connect this to here, I'm looking at it, nothing is working, right? So something with these is not as it seems. Now, I don't know what that is. Let's say this is a carrot. A carrot gauge, okay, connect. No, it doesn't want to connect. That's super weird. I wonder why that is. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. If you guys know what the issue is, please let me know. I'm going to continue to tinker with this and maybe I'll find a solution. I don't know. Okay, well, I figured something out for this and it's a little bit not what I wanted, but it still works. So this threshold switch right here, it is looking for 224 buckets of awkward potion. And when it hits that 224, it will send out a redstone signal and this repulse timer will stop pulsing. And every minute this redstone requester is requesting 64 nether wart to go into this barrel right here, and this will keep requesting every minute until this is full. The only issue is it's not on here. Like this is all not anything to do with this now. So this gauge is only going to be monitoring just how many nether wart we have in the system. So I think I'm just going to put it right there. And now I can start working on this golden carrot stuff. I've kind of set up a little bit of it. So night vision, here we come. So we have a 3x3 crafter called pcraft. And if we send all of the, or we click this, the recipe and the address is set. We're taking the nuggets from over here. And if I set this to, I don't know, 10 stacks, if we come over here, we can see it should be getting crafted right here. We're missing one thing. Actually, I just remembered this. This needs a lever on it. The repackager needs a lever. So that's the second package. They should get repackaged here. Carrot. Oh, we're waiting for the gold? Where's the gold? Well, it's been sent. Oh, I see. Okay. This needs to go there so it doesn't fly off. Yeah, there's some of the gold. I'll just throw this back in the system. The problem is I probably had gold nuggets at the other base way over there and it was taking a really long time to pull them, but we should be good now. Are we making golden carrots? We should be. Come on. Yeah, there we go. All right. Whoa, that was weird. 5 golden carrots. So this is going to run as long as it can until we get 10 stacks of golden carrots to match the 10 stacks of carrots that I want to keep in the system at all times. And then we can take those golden carrots and send them right here to this fluid container. Now, this fluid container is not ready to accept the golden carrots yet, because I still have to set up this as well as importing the awkward potion into this basin. And the only way I can import to this basin is to this side right here. So I'm going to just take a fluid pipe that goes all the way around, avoiding that tank, and just connecting it behind all of this like that. I'll take a mechanical pump just like that, and then that should be everything once I connect a cog right there. Mr. Netherwart, you're not supposed to be going on this side. It is supposed to be golden carrots on that side. We can't even access the golden carrots yet because there's no link on the other side. I have a packager. I have a frog port. Well, I'll get the link in a second. This can go right here. Surely this can connect, right? Too far away. Well, I can connect it there. No? Oh, I'll just connect it on this side behind where the crafters are going to go. So like that. And then I can take the link and connect it to the back. I'm sure you guys know how this works. This potion will be a little bit longer than the other one, just to show you how I'm doing this process. Golden carrot. There we go. Give me your golden carrot. I'm actually going to put this nether wart back in the system. All right, golden carrot only, please. Thank you, golden carrot. And for requesting the items, it will be the same exact system as this, just with golden carrots instead of nether wart. Now, if I throw this in here, we're going to get a potion of night vision if I were to power that. Okay, this is starting to already get to be a little bit of a mess. You know what? I don't like that. I'd rather have it come from above like that. I'd rather have that than have whatever I had here. Or I can just remove this, remove that, and force this pipe up, which, yeah. You know, I'd like it to be pretty cool looking, just so I don't have to look at ugliness for weeks on end. Yeah, there we go. Night vision potion being made. And if I take a bottle, we don't need the awkward potion anymore. We can label that just like that. And there we go. That's that. All I need now is a cog here, and we have a vat of potion of night vision. Well, why don't I just go ahead and drink the first one? Wow, it really lit this place up. I'm glad that I'll be automating all of this so I can be night visioned all the time. But yeah, that's night vision. All I have to do now is set up the requester, the threshold switch, and that. I don't have another requester on me. That's okay. This is up to 73, and I will just mark that down as done. Well, let me set the other things up, and I'll mark it down as done, and then we'll get started with the magma cream. And that is the fire resistance potion done. Just like that. It didn't take 3 hours at all. It didn't take that long. It didn't take very long. Oh, there was so much to do with it. And if you'll notice that this potion of night vision is almost full. We've almost got the full 1,000 or 1 million buckets of it. And you'll also notice that this awkward potion is very low. It's very low indeed. Yeah, we should be good on the night vision potion if we could get some more awkward potion in here. Oh, I know what the issue is. You know, I've been working with these pipes for many hours today. I understand what issues arise and what other problems happen, but you see how there's no awkward potion? That's because we don't have enough nether wart, and because we don't have enough nether wart, everything here is slow and sad. So we might do an extension to this platform that is just nether wart and have the nether wart go into this vault just to supplement the amount of nether wart coming into the system, and hopefully it will be able to catch it up completely. So that is the night vision and the fire res, and now sugar will be actually easy. All I have to do is process this sugar here, sugar cane, into sugar here, the white powder stuff. We can mill it, and that's like easy. Or I can just put it through this crush, blaze crush. I can just put it through there so that all of the ingredients end up in this vault as well. That'll take like 2 seconds. You know what? Why don't we do it together? Do I have a gauge we can do it together with? I have 2 gauges. Boom. Take some sugar right there. We're monitoring the sugar. We take some of this. We want to get sugar. We do a connection. We set it to something like 10 just so it doesn't overload the system. We sent this to blaze rush like that. We save it. We want to have 10 stacks just like that. And then it's working just like that. The sugar should be going into here. Well, I can't really monitor it, but we'll see it in a second, maybe. Yep, there's a sugar in there, 29 sugar. And if we come over here, 1 stack of sugar. So then what we can do is we can come over here to, we need to grab a sugar first. We grab a sugar, give it a second to, pull up, and I take the sugar and I put the filter on here, and then I just set all this up. But the issue is we don't have enough awkward potion, so this will not be working, and I'll set that up in a second. So let's just say we have sugar done as well as the speed. So speed and fire res and night vision done. Healing. This one is another easy one. What is it called? Glycering melon? We just have to set up a melon. Actually, no, this is a melon farm. Dang. Okay. So I'll go set up a melon farm, probably somewhere up here, maybe in this little crevice here, so that we can have melons. Okay, I was about to get all happy and excited, but I had to set up a melon farm. Ugh. Oh well. I'll probably set that up and set up the nether wart supplementary stuff as well. If you want to take a look at all the connections I have here, we have blaze rods to blaze powder to, it just sits there. Blaze powder actually to this here, and then wheat to here to there to there. And that is all done right here. Now, I put this one on a redstone link, the blaze powder, just because it was making a ton of sand and soul sand just everywhere, and I didn't really want that, so it's on a thing now. It's exactly the same design as this one over here, but these two crushing wheels are always on because this one is crushing, this is a general crushing for the ingredients, and then this is making the slime, and then the slime gets mixed over here. The blaze powder goes in, or magma cream goes into here, and then the magma cream goes over here. For now, because this is really slow, I'm going to put this on a 5-minute pulse just because I don't want this to fill up. But yeah, we need more nether wart and we need to get melons. Interesting farm. Let's go build it. Well. It would seem that we have 5 out of the 9 fluid tanks getting filled up. I don't know why this one's not filling up. Actually, it's probably because it doesn't have any awkward potion in it. Okay, but then this one does. These pipes confuse me so much sometimes. Like, I don't really know how they work, but that should fix that issue at least a little bit. No, maybe something like that will do it. I don't I don't really know how these things work too well. Contains packages. Oh, this one is full. Okay, guess I AFK'd a little too long. Anyway, I'll get them all working later. For now, I just know that they all work. We already have max night vision, and so that means what is the timer that this one's shooting off? Every 1 minute? Let's change that to every 3 minutes just for now, and then the other ones are probably fine where they are. It's just the speed one that doesn't get the awkward potion. Maybe if I back it up, it will get the awkward potion. Okay, now in the last clip I showed you that there was nothing here. There is a melon farm here as well as more nether warts, and it was pretty simple. Just some drills, just a row of melons to make the potions of healing, which we will need for the instant damage potions in a few minutes here once I get around to those. I've already set up these blaze burners here with the basins so that I can start pumping in these resources to them to go ahead and start crafting them. Now we've done night vision, fire res, speed, healing, and all we have left is strength and poison, as well as harming and invis. But invis and harming require fermented spider eye, and we're doing those last, and they also require something that's not nether wart to, make them into the potions that they are. Strength is blaze powder, which we literally already have, and poison is spider eyes, which we'll need to set up in a second. So once I get all of this, hooked up, all the tanks in place, I can put the blaze powder for the strength potions because we have the blaze powder here. And then from there, we will have a large majority of these potions automated. I don't know why this, actually, all of them don't have anything. Oh, because I cut it off. I'm stupid. Anyway, it is time for spider eyes after I set this up. So I'm going to set this up and then we will start with the spider farm as well as the skeleton farm since it's a general purpose mob farm. And I'm thinking I'm going to put it right above me. I think this is enough room for it. And because I'll be like over here, it'll have a higher chance of being loaded in compared to the other side, how, because you have to be close to the mob spawners. So I think we're going to put it there, but that's for a clip after this one. Well, this is kind of unexpected, but we're in the creative world here for a moment. Ignore all that. This is the design for the mob farm so far. Now this is I'll get to that in a second, but this is 5 cave spider spawners and 1 skeleton spawner. This is still incredibly slow compared to what I would like for the rates to be, but it's better than nothing, and the more spider spawners I can collect, the faster this will become. So what this is 5 spider spawners. They spawn spiders, the spiders go here, the spiders get killed by this one with a sword, and since that counts as a player kill, they drop the spider eyes at a very low rate. Now, these other deployers are here to aggro the spiders so that they actually get on this belt and go down towards the sword. sword. You see how with more spider spawners, there's a lot of spiders spawning. And then we just collect all of the loot here. The difference in the world will be this will be a belt going into a vault rather than just a singular chest. And then this deployer will have a smart chute with a blacklist item on it for the iron swords. And we'll just automate iron swords and send them into this deployer. Nope, not like that. Like that. And so if we feed this enough swords, which iron swords we can automate, it should never run out. It's just really slow. Yeah, 26 only. So the more spawners I can get, the more spiders we can have, the faster these rates will be, the faster we will get the potions. So yeah, that's that. I just need to build that in the other world, or in the server. Let me show you what I have so far. I just hooked up the final fluid tank here. That is for the strength potions. These 3 are using the spider eyes, so hopefully that doesn't get too bad. Let's see. Nothing. Oh, okay, hold on. Nothing appears to be overflowing. These seem to be fine. I need to fix this. That's not doing great. That's fine. Speed potion is so slow, but once everything else backs up, like especially this one, then that should speed up. But yeah, spider spawner farm thing right here, because I think that's close enough. It's either going to go right here. I think it's actually going to go right here, just so that I'm always close enough to it so that I can be spawning those spiders. So I'll need to go ahead and plan that out, design it up, and then we'll be ready to finish out the last potions. So I'll see you guys in a second. What a beautiful looking mob farm that we have here now. So I fully built the farm. I'm not going to stand near it because it's kind of loud, but I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. I spent a while last night collecting some spawners, and there are 8 cave spider spawners and 1 normal spider spawner, as well as a skeleton spawner, which we will need in a second. Now, we are only a single ingredient away from completing all of the potions, right? We have 2 potions left, and they both need a fermented spider eye. Now, we're getting spider eyes. Spider eyes are pretty common now that I have this system worked out, and we have the potion of poison being worked on with those spider eyes. But I kind of want those spider eyes to be split 3 ways between that and these 2 things here. The fermented spider eye needs a spider eye to be crafted, as well as sugar, which we're both automating, we're automating both of these. Now, these brown mushrooms, we are not automating. I do have some to set up a little farm with, but in order to do that, you have to grow the mushroom, and then you have to chop down the mushroom, collect all of the the blocks, and then those get put into a vault and all that deal. And I was thinking that the perfect place to put this would be on top of this. Now, I don't know if a mushroom can grow here. It might be too short. If it is, I could just put it somewhere else in this room, maybe on top of this farm over here, just so that it has more headroom. But I also have to figure out a design. Like, I know I've built one way back many years ago. I built one for a video where I was doing something, I don't remember what, with potions, and we needed mushrooms. But now that we're automating bones, well, we should be. If I had attached a link to that, there we go. Now all of that stuff is connected to the storage system, and I don't have to worry about running out of bones, running out of spider eyes, running out of string, or anything like that at the moment. But like I was saying, mushrooms, right? You have a brown mushroom that can only be placed in like darkness, right? Or on podzol, I think is the rules for it. I don't know. I don't use mushrooms enough to know. So we grow it, and then I think the mechanical saw works the same here as with a tree. I could be wrong. Yeah, it does work the same as a tree, and it just breaks like that, which is kind of an issue. But if we put it on a contraption, it shouldn't be an issue. We could even attach it to the farm in the world that looks like that. But what I needed to know was, if we put this down and we put a mushroom on it and we make a mechanical saw facing it, is this going to break it? No, it's not. Okay, we're good there. So that's the design we'll use. We will just have a deployer coming up through the ground on some podzol. It will be using mushroom blocks on it, and then the mushroom blocks get placed. A mechanical saw comes along and saws it up on a contraption so all the blocks don't go flying, and then we get mushrooms. That's a lot simpler than I thought it would be. And then we can have a dispenser dispensing bone meal. Oh, it's a dispenser, so it faces the other way, but you get the idea. Dispenser, saw, deployer, pretty simple stuff. I'm gonna go add that to the server, and I'll show you the design that I come up with. And with that, all 8 potions have been almost fully automated. Oh, it looks so good. I love this so much. This is actually one of the coolest things I think I've ever built. I didn't think it was gonna take this long, but you know, it's done, and it's done before Friday, and it's done a significant amount before Friday, so that I'm not editing the video the morning of. But yeah, we just have to go set up the shop and do all that, which will take like maybe an hour at max. But yes, let's go ahead and hook all of this up because everything's ready to go. I just have to do all of the gauges and everything. Say goodbye to the signs. They were very helpful, but now they're gone. Okay, I don't need that anymore. And the way this works is each one of these gets a connection to bottle because they all, use bottles for this. You put a bottle in and it doesn't matter where, it gets a potion. I think that I'm going to up this to 16 stacks. That'll craft there. And while that's going, we can then go ahead and set one stack. Ooh, wait, these are potions. We want 64 potions in the system. So I'm going to go down the line and do this on all of them. Okay, but anyway, I wanted to see them filling over here. The issue with this is that it's only going to send one potion at a time because I didn't set this up correctly. I need to do this. So each one of these needs to have 64 inside of it or else it won't send enough bottles at a time. I don't really care too much if this is not exact one-to-one since all that needs to happen is bottles need to go into the system. And once there are enough bottles filling the system up, it'll just continue filling up until it can't fill up any more potions. I didn't set the amount on this one to 64, but it was a fun project. I hope you guys enjoyed the project so far. Thank you for the support on the last video. It was very well received. Thank you very much for everything there, and I hope to continue these weekly uploads. They're a lot of work. I enjoy them. It's helping the channel actually, so maybe we'll see them in the future. All right, let's go take a look at which potions are being made. Right now, there's a stack of these ones being made, and I might change this design around and put a frog port at each one of these so that the bottles get split evenly. It's just a matter of I kind of wanted to see how this looks, and I'll come back to that off the recording. But all that matters is we are fully automating potions. Now there's a few ingredients over here that I've overflowed, and I pulled that off just because they had way too many ingredients for now, and these don't have enough ingredients because I need more spider eyes, but that's a story for a different day. Okay, that's that. On to the RV. Now, the RV is going to be a schematic. I will just paste it in, and we need to find a location where I should put this thing while all of that just does its own thing. Oh, it's nighttime. As well as I need to get the ingredients together to sell the advanced alchemy upgrades so that people can actually use my product. And this will be the first build outside of my direct area if you don't really count the train track. For those of you who don't know, the shopping area is right here. Is that new? No, that's not new. It's right here on the map. Peter Griffin's here, Shaw's lives here, Gout Cart, Ryan's base, my base, Titan's base, and then more north, well, underground is Pears is like all the way up here, Gout's down here, Cheese is over here, Zoroshi's down here, and that's all of the people that I remember that are actually active currently. I think that I want this to go right here. I feel like this is a perfect spot right next to the church. It's nice and flat. It's not in the main shopping area since, it's out of an RV. But this is it right here, right there. All right, I'll get everything I need together for the RV. Look at that beacon. And we'll go ahead and put it in. I'll give you a tour. And that'll probably be it for this episode of Recreate, episode 7. It's been a while since I've gone 7 episodes in a series without giving up on it. Oh well. Wow. This room has really changed this episode and a little bit of the last one, but I think this room is nearing its end and I will have to expand upwards with more factories and machines if I want to. But yeah, this is it. This is the finished factory for the video. This is the lab over here, which I've showed that off. This is some item. Oh, this is automating netherrack for a different project that I'll get to next episode, maybe. And this is the mushroom farm, the wheat, carrot, sugarcane, netherwort, and pumpkin farm. All of the vats back here. I'm thinking of backlighting these, just like putting something back here to light them up because they're really cool. These are still pretty low because spider eyes are rather hard to get without just sitting here AFK for a very long time, which brings us over to the spider farm right here. Pretty cool. It's going to get a little loud for a second, so ignore the spiders, but this is the wall for the first floor, at least for now. We might expand the wall over here or something in the future, but these are all 8 potions that we're selling, and I will go show you the store. So this is goodbye to this room. Goodbye. We'll end the video over at the shop. Let me go ahead and grab something that we will need in a second. I'm still not too happy with the exterior of this building behind me. I would really like to make it better. I just think that it's pretty bland from far away, but right now that's not really a concern for me. on the list because I still have a couple things that need to be automated inside it. I have some other projects I want to do with some other people maybe, and the recreate grind has kind of been a lot for the past 2 weeks. So I might do another recreate video next week. It might be satisfactory, or it might just be a mod review or something easy that I can knock out in a few days and get ahead of the curve, because right now this video is coming out, or I'm editing and working on this video the day that it comes out, pretty much up until the day. But yeah, enough about that. This is the store. The wheat is still growing, and I need to blend it in with the ground a little bit better, but this is the RV. You can walk up to it, you can go in it, and this is it. This is where everything is sold. I tried to keep as much of the internal decoration as I could, and if you're looking for this exact design, the link will be down below, and here's a picture of it now. But yeah, we can buy any potion we want. What potion? I want a swiftness potion. Let's say I want a swiftness potion, right? Oh shoot. I want a swiftness potion. I go ahead and get my shopping list. I bring it over to this guy. I say, sir, please, I would like to buy 1 swiftness potion. And then I added this sign because it does kind of take a second to come up from the bottom. It does eventually, but then we get it, and we get our potion of swiftness, and we can stand on the steps of the RV and drink our potion just like that. Get some swiftness for that FOV increase. But yeah, thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please, leave a like and subscribe or whatever I'm supposed to say as a call to action and all that. Show's base. But yeah, this has been one of my dream projects to do, and I just haven't had a server where I'm established enough to do it. So dream project number 1 of 4 done. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.